こんにちは。
こんにちは。
ドミニコです。
ミヤです。今日は So today we will talk about why we focus on one-on-one lesson and why one-on-one lesson works better.
Much better. Yeah.
So yes, because there are many students that they took a lot of Japanese lessons, classes, and they even went to many Japanese language schools, but they still have the problem that I cannot speak Japanese.
Yes, they have this problem that they don't even realize until a lot of time is gone, a lot of lessons passed, and then they realize when it comes to the reality.
Today, let us just explain the difference between one-on-one and a group lesson first.
Yes.
はい、行きましょう。まず、the first one is teacher's attention. So it says one-on-one, 100% focus on you, only on you. And group lessons, basically attention is shared. The more students, the less attention.
And accordingly, you can think about the result when full attention is on you, and if the attention of the teacher is spread between students, whether it's online or not, still absolutely different result.
Well, basically, in group lesson, the teacher have to do the group lesson. That means
Well,
they cannot focus on you. They have to go to the next topic. They have to.
it's not only about the spreading attention between more people. The job of the teacher is totally different for teaching a group lesson versus one-on-one. Because for the group lesson, the main job of the teacher that nobody talks about and students have no idea when they sign up and when they study is to handle the group, to maintain the group, to make sure that the group is not disturbing each other, teacher, and everyone is kind of following.
And try to finish the lesson peacefully,
Yes.
without any problems.
Exactly, and try to finish the material they prepared, no matter if someone is slower or faster learner or have different problems. Teacher cannot pay attention to individual needs and differences between students too much.
Because they have to go on.
So
The second point is personalization. Well, we talked about it, but the one-on-one lesson is basically based on your goals and needs. And then group lesson is just textbook-based, fixed materials.
And as you should know, the personalized approach from the teacher, whether it's a coach, a gym trainer, any tutor, it's totally different to the group. If you join, the gym classes with the group of 20 students and one trainer making training for the group at the same time, the results are totally different if you sign up for your own coach, trainer or tutor and you spend time and the tutor will personalize the training to your needs, your problems, your goals, which is impossible for any group lesson, basically. And then the problems. Everyone has different problems with different things. Speaking, listening, paying attention to this, understanding that it's impossible for the group lesson.
Yes, so that's the difference. And then the next point is speaking time. So for one-on-one lesson, speaking time is only for you, like entirely yours. And then speaking time for group lessons, usually you have 2 or 3 chances, I would say.
If you like.
Yes. So, but if you're shy or sometimes teachers don't have any ability to control the class. And if the one student is speaking too much, then you would have
more talkative, stronger
0 chances.
personality.
Yes.
Basically, you are being left alone just to listen and watch. And there's nothing you can do, nothing teacher can really do, not much.
Yeah, and even like you need to listen to other learners who are not native. So
Well, the majority of the time in the group class lesson, when it comes to speaking, you don't gain anything. Because your chances, again, depends on the number of students and the quality of the teacher, your chances will be just a few. And you will be, let's say, 1 hour in the class. And even if you want to listen, instead of listening to the native teacher, most of the time you will be listening to the other students talking to teacher, changing or to each other, which is, it's killing the whole purpose of speaking. And the result is basically very poor. And even there are, some classes that they say we teach speaking, we have speaking class. Even speaking, teaching class, the focus speaking, it's the same problem. It's impossible to make effective speaking class with the group of students, unless everyone is Japanese and you are the only one foreigner, then it's a different story. But as long as you have foreigners around, the whole point of improving speaking, it's killed before we even start.
yes, so I know one person who went to a Japanese language school, and then there was only 3 chances out of this 3 hours Japanese lesson.
Basically, after many hours of speaking attempt during the group lesson classes, you need just 1 hour one-on-one to make a progress way more than tens of group lessons, if not hundreds, basically.
Yeah, so basically the next point, learning effect, is, well, one-on-one is faster, immediate result. And then for the group lesson, it's hard to see the progress. It's hard to say what's the progress.
Yeah, I mean, it's not only hard to see, and it's a reason why it's hard to see, because usually there's no progress. Even if you think you make progress, well, as soon as you go outside of the class on the street, you will see you make zero progress after many group lessons. And that's, it's a sad part, but it is how it works. There is no magic, you cannot really improve speaking. And also that's a typical, as we all know, reason why some of us, our kids, they have tutoring after classes with any subject at school. Because if they are different piece of learners, have different problems, they just need few private classes to jump over all the best students in the class, because the few private lessons makes more effect than hundreds of classes of hours.
Yeah. So the next point would be price. So usually one-on-one lessons look higher, like the more, cost the more, and then the group lessons look cheaper than private lessons.
That's a good point. They look cheaper and they look more expensive. And this is what many people make a mistake. They picking group lessons because they look cheaper per lesson. But you're forgetting that you don't study one lesson. What you're paying for is not one lesson. What you're paying for is the result of those lessons. The number of hours, let's say, lessons time combined, and the result that will be produced. So now if you do this, you can easily see that after attending, it's like Japanese people, let's say, attend English classes every day. The result is, it's like hundreds of hours, yes, 10 years. The result is zero now. So you may think, okay, it's cheaper. Oh, really? Is it so? Yes, you will have many lessons more comparing to one-on-one lessons, and the result will be zero or very little. So that means you're not only wasting money in most cases, you are wasting time. Where one-on-one, it's so significantly different that basically it's very hard to even say why would anyone join group classes, with some exceptions, of course. When it comes to speaking, after 50 lesson group, your results will be very little, if any, and few private lessons will produce immediate results. And this what should be compared, not the single lesson price. At the end of the day, you pay for the result and the time to get there, not single lesson.
So the next point is learning environment. Basically, one-on-one lessons, of course, you and the teacher. So two of you. And then I would say Japanese immersion.
So.
Yeah, and then the group lesson is one teacher, Japanese, and then many learners from all over the places. So you can meet learners from other countries. Well, that's the environment.
That's interesting point. You can meet friends. Well, if your purpose is to meet friends instead of learning language, then of course it's a great environment to meet friends in the group classes.
It's basically they build the community.
Yes,
kind of,
so.
Yeah.
But so if you think of improving something, no matter how good the teacher is, if the more people you have in the class, the environment will be against you. The results that you'll be making will be slower or zero, and you may enjoy the time, of course, but you can enjoy time with friends after the private one-on-one class too. So that's a big difference.
Like many learners pick group lessons because it looks fun. At the end of the day, they always say like, well, my speaking is still not good. So they want to get a speaking ability. It's nice to focus on find the right priority for yourself.
Well, yes, it's a logic anyway. So everyone choose what they want as long as they know what the result can be expected, because there are no miracles.
When I went to a language school in the States, I ignored all the Japanese students.
But it's hard.
It is hard,
So.
but my purpose is not coming to the States to make Japanese friends. So it was not my purpose. So
Yes.
It's hard to go against the environment. So it's nice to have the immersion Japanese 101, and you don't have any distractions.
And I think in your case it was easier to ignore Japanese people, because Japanese people will let you, the culture is peaceful, will let you, to ignore them. But when it comes to foreigners, they're not gonna let you to ignore them. There's many strong personalities, depends on the country and the person. You will not be able to ignore them, that's for sure.
Well, so that's why we focus on one-on-one lesson and why we think one-on-one is better for speaking.
It's not just better, I would say. Yes, like Mia Sensei, it's again Japanese nice way. I mean, there is nothing to argue, talk about. It's just the day and night, basically.
So we pick one-on-one lesson, but it is very important to get the right teacher.
That's the key. That's what nobody thinks about.
At the end of the day, you need to enjoy the Japanese learning.
And by right teacher, we don't mean that you need to have the best good teacher. You are not able to say what teacher is good, what is bad. For one student, a teacher will be good. For another, the same teacher will be bad. It's not clear, black and white, good teachers, bad teachers. Matching with the right teacher will even speed up way more than there's not only difference between group and private. Private is way more effective, faster. But if you add to the private right teacher, the result is just amazing. So you will be waiting for the next lesson and you will be even studying on your own more with the help of the right teacher instead of 5 more minutes, okay, woo, I finished for today, damn it, next week, But
You'll be naturally motivated that you speak Japanese outside of the lesson. You learn Japanese by yourself after the lessons.
Exactly.
It can be more effective.
Absolutely. Right teacher for the right person and private one-on-one lessons. If you're looking for some friends to study Japanese together or exchange some knowledge, you can find them outside of any classroom. There are groups, if not, we are making one too, where teachers together with students have that group sessions, whether it's online, once a month, every day, where they can talk, exchange many ideas, problems, and organize meetups and other stuff. You do not need to go to the group lesson to meet friends. Anyway, after all.
So we are making an online community, and not only one-on-one, but for just a meetup, meet everyone.
And that community has very interesting, not 1 or 2 or even 5 teachers.
So many.
Teachers that know each other, we know them. They have different students, then teach different styles, they are different, the ages, personalities. And it's very, very interesting to be in that community. It's like, yes, we are maybe more happy than anyone else.
はい、なので、we hope you enjoy Japanese lessons and you'll be able to speak Japanese. はい、では、そうですね。今日はここまでで。
はい。
今日も見てくれてありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
またね。
また。